Hello, it's so good to see you again. This is Tuesday here. I am so grateful for all the ways that we've gotten to know each other and share in classes and workshops on Reiki and beyond over the years. May is my birthday month, and as it is, I would like to send forward the blessing on offering you discounts on your Reiki attunements and on Reiki healing sessions. There will be more on that in your email you will receive. But in the meantime, I wanted to give you just a brief bit of introduction and information regarding each level attunement. That since I've been a level 1 attuned student, there has not been one day that's gone by that I have not served myself or others in one way, shape, or form with Reiki. Reiki has been the transformational power and tool of my life, the foundation on which I go to every single day, and that serves me, mind, body, emotions, and soul without end. And it is such a joy to be able to share the teachings with you, and perhaps to be able to share in attunement and beyond with you as we move forward too. I am attuned with the Usui Shiki Ryoho lineage. In the lineage that I am attuned with, there are 4 levels to Reiki Mastery. Level 1, Level 2, Level 3, and Reiki Master level. Each level of Reiki attunement is aligned with a different chakra of the energy system, and also is connected to different aspects of your consciousness, of your conscious mind. So each attunement process consists of me, or the Reiki teacher, placing Sanskrit and or Japanese symbols into the palms of your hands and into the crown of your being to align into your sushumna, or your crystalline tube, part of your energy vehicle that houses the spine and the chakras. As such, each level of attunement is aligned and associated with each of the chakras. Your level 1 is specific to healing and activating the first chakra. The first chakra is all about you feeling grounded and connected with the earth, you feeling supported by the earth plane, you feeling you have enough, that there is enough money, enough love, enough time, enough support from yourself and from the world that surrounds you for you to be true to you. This is also the root of fear, where we hold fear. And as we are not connected to Mother Earth, and as we do not feel an association with being here and feeling connected to Earth, we might feel very, very ungrounded. If there are ancient physical ailments in the body that are seeking healing of any level, level 1 is for you. It puts the power into your hands, it puts the medicine into your hands, and activates your body's healing potential to heal itself exponentially. It is mighty powerful. It is the first step. It is the light switch. It is you saying yes to you. Ultimately, Reiki is about love. Reiki attunements are initiations to greater self-love. Ultimately, the name of the game here is how much can you love yourself? The amount you can love yourself is the amount of love you can extend out to others, and vice versa. The greater the love you can house and channel through your being, through your mind, through your emotions, the easier this whole life thing is. The easier this whole thing is, the greater you can give way to the truth in your heart, the better your life is, the more profound the magic and the miracles happen with synchronicity and flow. Level 1 is all about letting go of the fear, being willing to let go of the pain, and to begin considering forgiving yourself and others. It begins to break down the patterns in the physical body, in the subconscious of the physical body, those hidden aspects that lay hidden in the tissues, in the cells of our very physical being. It begins to gently awaken and break up and separate that which is not of love and light. As you lay hands on yourself, which is a huge part of each Reiki attunement initiation, is your ability to actually lay hands on yourself. And as you continue to lay hands on yourself in a disciplined way on a daily basis, that gives means for that excess energy, that which we call tar, the tars, the stuff, the dark, the shadow that becomes housed and caked in to the alignment of the body's systems and all of the layers of the aura, it begins to loosen that debris up. It begins to break down that toxicity and gives an appropriate, gentle means for the releasing of those tars, the releasing of those shadows, of those dark side energies that have perhaps been built up for many years. It can be mental, emotional, that obviously causes physical ailments. Well, maybe it's not so obvious, but in the metaphysics of healing and in the metaphysics of Reiki, it is the exact aspect that happens. So, as we learn to heal the physical body, we learn to allow ourselves to receive. Receiving is a huge part of level 1, and it starts with you. Your ability to lay hands on yourself every day is your ability to receive greater love in the world. It starts with you. You can stay level 1 for infinity. You never have to move beyond it. If you are guided to go to level 2 begins to work on the second chakra. And as that second chakra becomes healed and activated and calibrated, that energy actually gives way to the rising up through the Sushumna to activate the third chakra. The second chakra is the seat of our creativity, the seat of where we manifest from our truth as our truth in the world. It is also our sexuality, and where perhaps any sexual ailments or mishaps of the past that have happened, whether they've been physically into our bodies or mentally as an obscuration in our mind or our mental field through experience, this is where they're kept, right here. And as those ailments or those issues are not healed or resolved, they can cause blockages in all levels of our relationships in this world. Primarily the relationship we have to ourself, self-acceptance, self-love, understanding our sexuality, whether it's masculine, feminine, whether you're a woman in a man's body, a man in a woman's body, or you feel fluid, or you just have an issue with being more of a woman in yourself that you are as a woman, or to be more in your masculine, or to find the balance of both. This level 2 helps to ignite and activate a very safe, beautiful, gentle means of navigating that path as the Kundalini awakens within you and begins to move up from that root into the second chakra. As the healing of that second chakra takes place with your level 2 attunement, that energy begins to awaken and activate an opening up to the third chakra rather. And the third chakra is all about your willpower, your will to be true to you in the world and to act and embody as that truth of you in the world. It is you saying yes to you, and as you saying yes to the truth of you in the world and actualizing it and honoring it and living it in this world, your personal willpower is strengthened. Your ability to move from a sense of power and courage and discipline in that correct order becomes heightened. Now, level 2 specifically with Reiki is aligned with the mental and emotional body. Your level 1 is specific to the root chakra, which is aligned and specific to the physical, the healing of the physical body through laying hands on. Level 2, we're talking about the specifics of healing the emotional and mental body through laying hands on. What happens is as those subconscious hidden realms, hidden in our cells and in the tissues of the body, begin to become released and unraveled and brought to light from the dark. As we lay hands on with our level 2, we begin to see with greater detachment and clarity where it is our mental thoughts and the word that we speak through our tongue is contributing to the effects, the chemical effects of the emotional body and how that gives rise to the physical ailments we might have in our physical being here in a body on the earth. As we lay hands with our level 2, what naturally happens is a relinquishing of those aspects that are limiting, that are polarized or negative, that do not serve who you are in your honest true self and where that self is going, where the vision in your heart, not the vision that you've created, but the vision you know that was planted there from your birth, what that vision holds, where that vision shows you being in this life, being free, being happy, being abundant, being healthy, being true to you. A lot of this is forgiveness. A lot of every level of attunement, forgiveness is a major player. With each level of attunement, our ability to forgive and to forget becomes greater. Our ability to let go becomes with greater ease. Our ability to release those heavier, denser past patterns becomes easier. Your level 2 is all about recalibrating your mind and your emotions so that the new blueprint, the hologram blueprint of your body, mind, and emotions become synced up and in tune with the hologram that is your true self, your higher self, the blueprint of your soul, which is always perfect, pure, and whole. As you move into your level 3 and you may be guided to receive your level 3 attunement, well, this is huge. And it doesn't matter. In the schools of thought that I was brought up in and that I was apprenticed in, there's a 30-day wait after you receive your level 1 before you receive your level 2. It's to make sure that you have enough time to go through the transformational processes and to really be initiated into the discipline of laying hands on. That's where the magic happens. After you've waited 30 days, you can get your level 2. And level 2 will generally, in the teaching, the way I share it, there will be a 6-month period, a hibernation period, a cocooning period, whereby, okay, now laying your hands on every day, cultivating even greater self-love and opening the channels so that more life force, more love force can flow through you. And in the face of that more life force and greater love force flowing through you, more of the caked in, baked in, the tars, the ailments, the pain, the fear, the really deep stuff that you've pushed down, that you've suppressed, that you have not given voice to, that you've not brought to the light, is given a safe, gentle means to be transmuted to the love and to the light that is the truth and released for your highest good and the highest good of all. And so what happens is after 6 months of level 2, as you're guided to be with level 3, level 3 is related to the heart chakra. And what is the heart? Unconditional love. Unconditional love with the self first and foremost. Loving yourself is absolute freedom. There's no freedom like self-love. When you give yourself full and total acceptance, this is the greatest gift, not only to give to yourself, but to the entire world and all that surrounds you. Unconditional love, freedom, liberation, complete alignment with your soul purpose. So as the root, the second, the third chakras are activated, aligned, and healed, and all those aspects and issues thereby contained and connected to them are resolved and healed, whew, that release, that ability now to put it all together with that level 3 attunement and to bridge it up into the heart and to let the heart lead the way rather than the emotions, rather than the mind, and rather than the physical ailments being your deciding factors of your life, of whether you do or you don't go here or there or do this or that, but to rather allow your heart to be the loudest voice in the show, in the game of your life, to let your heart lead the way. This is the gift of level 3. And from level 3, there's no turning back. Even if you never go to become a master and receive your master level attunement, level 3 is like training wheels to the master level. Why? Because what it does is it gives you the initiation to you being so uniquely true to you and owning and living all that you have amassed through the healing of your level 1 and your level 2. Now it's time to live in that truth, to walk your talk, to preach what you teach. It's very, very powerful. To have the healing of the heart center is to experience greater compassion with yourself and for others, and to be able then to embody that truth of that healing that you've come this far in doing your healing journey with your level 1, your level 2, and now it's the embodiment of that. It's the riding the wave of what that actually feels like to live as training wheels of self-mastery, to live in that realm of self-love. And again, 6 months minimum before you go for your master level. hands on yourself is always the initiation. Your ability to practice on yourself first, to allow the levels of love and light to flow through you so infinitely that you never use your own reserves. You know that you are not the healer. Sure, you can call yourself a healer, but ultimately in practicing Reiki, you are a channel. You are a conduit through which love and light and life force flow. And it is the love and the light and the life force that does the healing. You are the faucet, not the water. And this is the big initiation here with the heart center, where it takes it out completely of you being in control of anything. It's a huge release of you letting go, shedding skins. Relationships could end, jobs could end, but it's only to clear the way now so that what is true to you in earnest, in the absolute innate heart of hearts, the tiny space in your heart, is given the correct conditions to be, to have a voice, to have a body vehicle to travel in. That the correct time and space are created through your mind, through your mouth, and also through your energy vehicle, through your physical body, that gives rise to you being the most amazing version of yourself that you can ever imagine. That's level 3. Level 3 is joy. It's bright white light. And sometimes after level 2, level 1 sometimes is like, ooh, this is fun. It's the spiral, it's the chokure, and this is the turning the light switch on. For some people, they have a hard time with level 1 if there's a lot of healing that needs to happen, and if there's resistance sometimes to that happening with any level of attunement, with any level, any kind of healing, Reiki or otherwise. There could be bumps in the road, resistances, and some heavy, muddy kind of terrain to travel, but you know what? We all have it. And it's whenever it's aligned for you to traverse it is perfect for you. There's no right or wrong. Reiki's just a tool to assist you that you may serve yourself in creating the correct conditions, mind, body, and emotions, so that you create the correct vibration in this petri dish of self so that your healing can be accelerated and really come about with greater ease and greater grace. Master level attunement. Now this is massive. If you are guided to be aligned with your master level attunement, there's no turning back. There's no turning back. Yes. Okay, so just like our other levels have attuned and activated the calibration of all of these chakras up to the heart center, when we are attuned with the master level, what happens is this further activates through the throat, the third eye, and the crown, these energies through the Sushumna, through this main center and channel that houses the spine, that houses the chakras. And when all of this that you've been working on, physical, emotional, mental, and melding that in the truth of your heart, and then giving it that lightning bolt energy, that Shakti energy to activate itself upwards through you and connect directly with Source through your energy vehicle, and connect directly with Mother Earth through your energy vehicle, is quite profound. Master level is for those who know they are on the path of being a teacher. Now, this could be literally being a teacher where you feel guided to become a Reiki teacher, and through your own initiation of your own self-healing, be able to impart and exemplify teachings to students in classes and so on, and take this on the road if you want. Now, for some, becoming a Reiki teacher is just about being the best version of yourself for your own life, for the wellness of your own body, mind, and soul, and to exemplify that with great ease and great grace for your family, for your children, for the students that you teach in your classes, for any level of being that you can imagine. Your master level will give you rocket fuel to move to the next level of who you are. It helps you to bring all of this that you've learned and you've healed into the next level of truth. This is where you truly begin to move walls. You really begin to move mountains. You truly begin to experience being in the world and being not of the world. This is where heaven on earth is bridged through you, and where the you of the past begins to flicker in and out of the hologram to such a degree that eventually you are given the opportunity to completely release those memories of who you were, of the victim, of the pain, of the fear, of the sorrow, of the depression, of all that stuff. That polarized, fear-based negativity, master level, gives a student and a participant that actual, absolute realization and process and path and tool, being the actual attunement, and you laying hands on yourself through which to relinquish all that is not true. And it's pretty powerful. It's very powerful. What can actually happen, what has happened to me, is that through laying hands and acting as that master and embodying that master level attunement, I've been invited through my meditations and just through laying hands on. The thing about Reiki is some people will become attuned and never lay hands on themselves, and that's okay. Others will become attuned and, like me, will use it every single day and will Reiki everything everywhere. And like anything, the more you use it, the more you will understand it, the more you will be given insight and downloads on what it means and how to use it in your life to create greater harmony, greater healing, etc. So the more you work with it, the more it will give you. And what I offer to you is that as you work with your master level attunement more and more and more, be ready for your whole life to completely change from the bottom up and from the top down. Who you think you are is not who you are. But because you've been a sincere student practicing from level 1, level 2, and level 3 all the way up, this will not be such a shock to you. You will be prepared for this aha, for this realization. And from that realization, you will be catapulted into a different world. You will still be here on this world, but the memories of your past, you may not even remember them anymore. They may be completely erased from the hologram, from you, from your mind, body, and emotions, that you can be free and truly be aligned with spirit, truly be aligned with the heart and the truth of you that is an attunement with love, with life force, with God, with Creator, with the Buddha, whatever name you give it. And when you allow yourself to surrender to that level of being of service in the world, to exemplifying enlightenment, to being a teacher, let me tell you, it is a completely different life that you will live, and one that you will not regret. I thank you so much for taking time to watch this video. We will, of course, be going through more, much more at our workshop. And please check your email for all of these discounts I will be offering through the month of May. It is an honor and a privilege to share with you, and I look forward to our continuing sharing, dear Reiki relations. Namaste.